fight.
You talking about?
They just needed a replacement.
You talking about Ruiz? I'm talking about Brazil.
Brazil? What you mean?
He had one loss.
One loss to
which
Joshua.
was to Anthony Joshua.
Right.
Like technically, the nigga was one of the top heavyweights that just got. He had to be what, top 5, top 6, and got disposed of.
Yeah, he got
the quickness. It's really a 3-nigga division, yo.
No, it's not, yo. It's more than that because Gerald Miller would make 4 then. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga just put himself as 5.
We don't even know what Gerald Miller. Why we would say Gerald Miller would make 4 if Gerald Miller been juicing all this time. Gerald Miller might not make nothing.
But what you're saying is not true because there are other heavyweights, yo. Like it's a bunch of dudes. It's actually another what's the name? Another nigga from London that's big as a bitch. I can't think his name right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. For real. Now everybody all of a sudden like niggas is actually putting that shit like, yeah, yo, I just knew he was sorry, yo. I knew he was a bum because he ain't want to fight Wilder. Like, no, nigga, nobody was agreeing with me. Nobody. Nigga. All of y'all niggas was enamored by this nigga 6-pack and, oh yeah, yo, he's 6'6" and all this other shit. And I'm like, yo, the nigga couldn't dunk a basketball. And what y'all tell me? Hey, yo, what boxing got to do with basketball? And I'm like, nigga, this nigga can't, he's clearly not coordinated. He clearly tripped over his own fucking feet. He can't fucking dribble a fucking basketball. He looked like it was the first time he seen one ever. I've been saying it the same, yo, hand-eye coordination, all that shit. He's supposed to at least dribble the basketball. Like, it was like he grabbed that bitch and was like, yeah, yo, it's air in this bitch. They said it was air in this bitch. Like, yo, he's awful, yo.
I like to make the point that I never said Joshua was nice.
Yeah, you did.
We got 80-something episodes. Somebody pull it up. I never said Joshua was nice. First of all, my first thing of him is I don't like British people in general, especially black British people. I think Lennox Lewis was one of the nicest boxers. All at the same time, every time he speaks, I don't feel like I can trust him. Something about that accent.
Hey, yo.
I never liked Joshua. And I said...
They are his own views and opinion on British people.
Whatever.
Hey, yo, I just know that...
Nigga, fuck Crumpets and the Queen. I don't care.
That nigga, he's soft as a motherfucker. His feet bad. Hey, yo, and niggas make it like Wilder is so unfun. I mean, he's unfun. He's not fundamental at all, for real. At the same time, when you look at the shit that Joshua does wrong and how unathletic he is, that's why Deontay Wilder can get away with it. Because he's so much more athletic than him. If somebody would have gave this nigga a basketball at the age of 8, that nigga would have been a fucking power forward. If somebody would have gave him tossed him a football, he probably would have been hitting quarterbacks right now. But this nigga got some boxing gloves, and it just so happens that he whipping ass. Yeah, he did say he wanted to play for Alabama. But
yo, Deontay Wilder thing that gives him an edge over the rest of the competition right now, other than Tyson Fury, is that every time I see a heavyweight fight show, them niggas be getting punched a lot. You're not gonna let him punch you a lot, or you gonna go to sleep. Wilder. The only people that don't get punched a lot is Wilder, Fury, and fucking Ortiz. Yeah. Everybody else get punched a lot. You can't let him. You can't let one punch man. You can't let one punch man punch you a lot.
Main man
did get punched a lot.
No, he didn't. He didn't get punched a lot.
He got punched a lot for his foot.
When he got caught, it seemed brutal as fuck. But he didn't get punched a lot.
The rest of the time when it was talking about, you would see it. What's the name of Anthony Joshua will go up, punch yo, and yo will respond every time. But Anthony Joshua was punching yo. If that was Deontay Wilder punching yo instead of Anthony Joshua, he'd have been asleep.
We can say that because he knocked everybody the fuck out, but we don't know that. That nigga, niggas thought that when Anthony Joshua hit him, he was gonna be asleep. And guess what the fuck he did? Got back the fuck up and beat the shit out yo. Like niggas thought it was done. Apparently, Joe is a lot tougher than what we expected Joe to be.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But when Deontay Wilder come take his title, about this nigga going to sleep in no more than the third round, just remember this episode. What number is this?
Like 83. So
83. All right, let me make sure I put 83 on.
I mean, what is your reason for what point?
You saying that what I just said wasn't true? Like,
man, I'm not saying nothing. I said exactly what the fuck I said. I said the nigga nice. I ain't saying he gonna beat Deontay Wilder for you to be saving the
that nigga about to go to sleep.
That's crazy.
That nigga about to go to sleep.
I'm not saying he not. I'm saying he beat the fuck out Joshua.
Good. No, we wasn't talking about that.
Let me ask this question though. Yeah. So what we do know is it's an automatic rematch clause.
Yeah.
So they gotta fight again.
Yeah. And that's why I don't even know why he just brought that shit up. That's why I'm still talking about Joshua.
With that being said, between the both of them, which one isn't Deontay Wilder gonna knock out regardless?
Both gonna knock both of them the fuck out.
Is that not the point I just made that everybody else get hit too much of than the three niggas that we just named? That's the point I was on. And then he said,
the point I made is Yo didn't get hit that much, and he's a lot better than what I thought he is. I'm not saying that he's not gonna get fucked up. I just was saying a fucking statement. So for you to be like, yeah, I'm gonna save the date because you said this shit. But I said he nice. I said he
like you can't remember that I said Joshua wasn't that good. Like I was on the other side of that. Like I've ever liked Anthony Joshua. So I'm just trying to make sure your memory stays correct.
No, my memory always correct.
Man. All right. We'll see. We're gonna run back through the episodes and we're gonna see.
You're not gonna run back through the motherfucking episodes. You talking out your motherfucking neck. You ain't even been on the page, nigga. Fuck you talking about? This nigga crazy. Yo talking about he gonna run through the
episode. On what page?
Any of them.
Yo, how the videos get posted on Instagram, yo?
Oh, you right, yo. Let's keep talking about Joshua, my man.
All right, y'all.
That shit crazy.
So how was the show at the auto bar?
Yo, fuck, what? Oh yeah,
nigga Joshua a fucking bum, nigga. And Andy Ruiz about to beat everybody now.
That nigga was giving.
That nigga about to be he about to be the undisputed champion now. I'm about to get an Andy Ruiz shirt now.
Nigga, I know you are.
Yeah, let me see somebody battle with me.
He came out the nip yesterday, and everybody in the room was like, "Damn, I hope he win."
I was saying it even.
Well, you wanted him to win because you hate Joshua so much.
Yeah. And then I watched his little highlights. I was like, "Damn, fat boy, fast as shit for real." I was like, "Damn, yo, nice."
Yo, go from motherfucking technical boxer to Mexican.
It's
0 he go from technical boxer to Mexican fast as shit.
He is a Mexican warrior, and that's warrior mode.
Yo,
I fuck with yo. I mean, I'm not saying he gonna beat none of them niggas, yo, but I'm a fan of yo now, so I'm kind of rooting for yo.
Yo,
I mean, like I don't want him to beat Wilder, but I kind of want him to beat everybody else.
I don't think he gonna beat none of them three niggas, but I think he'll probably beat everybody else. I think he'll probably beat everybody else. It's not like Yo had a bunch of losses on his record already or something. Like Yo, like it's not like he's a bad boxer.
He might have got offered Joseph Parker.
He got offered big this. I didn't know this. First of all, he's his own manager.
Who?
Ruiz.
Okay.
Secondly,
he went Al Haber.
When he was his own manager,
he traded his motherfucking self.
No, the 30 grand. Not 70 grand. He got offered like 70 grand last year to fight Yo, and he didn't.
Nah, he said I'm not saying that that's not the truth. I'm just saying that his last fight, he said that when he was fighting Joseph Parker, Yo trained himself.
I
don't think Yo had a coach. Yo came to the fight with his homies.
The fact that he turned down
as hard as a bitch,
as a nobody.
Tell me good things. Keep my energy positive. But just learn how to be a cut man. Other than that, just tell me you see something fucked up.
Like I got it from here, fellas. Like yo, that nigga hard. Yo, I like him. Yo,
the
can't say nothing bad about you.
You got the wherewithal when you were nobody to turn down that 70 grand bag last year. And then you ended up making like $7 million last night.
But now you think like people feel like nobodies, or you think we just view them as nobodies?
What you mean?
Like when he turned down that fight, do you think he was like, "Oh man, I'm a nobody"? And he offered me in this fight.
When I say nobody, I mean
he had a title fight already.
When I say nobody, I'm saying compared to the bags that you get normally. You know what I'm saying? Like. Compared to a $7 million bag against Anthony Joshua last night, when you got offered that 70 grand, sir, you were nobody. It's all in comparison to. It's not a comparison to.
I mean, yo, what?
It's where you are, yo.
From that aspect,
like
he wasn't really somebody until last night.
I mean, yo, I mean,
he was gonna make
he
millions
wasn't
last night
somebody that
regardless.
us, we didn't know who he was.
He was
but
gonna-
the nigga had a title fight. He didn't already had a fight on the national stage, and he's 32-0 professionally for real. I mean, he was 32-1 before the last fight. The last fight is when he got his first loss. So he been whooping ass this whole time. We just ain't know.
I'm saying from a bag perspective.
From a bag perspective.
You know what I'm saying? He turned down the 70 and got a $7 million. He would have got less, but it still would have been in the millions if he would have lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, he turned down it from a business perspective. Yo was sound. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo's straight up.
Turn me back up.
American man.
I can't hear myself.
American man. Not American man, but like built from the bottom. Did it how he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo tough. I ain't saying I got that Mexican blood in me.
I'm gonna say American man, and that's a Mexican warrior.
Yeah.
He said he
that's
got why American dream.
American dream.
That's a Mexican dream, bro.
That's a Mexican dream?
Yeah, apparently.
Hey, yo, so what y'all think? I mean, of course, the rematch next. But what y'all think Joshua thinking right now? For like, what's next for him? I think he got a large fry and some cocaine somewhere sitting right next to him.
Real talk, yo. I feel like he definitely gonna fight you again, but I think that shit might have fucked you up. You feel me?
I think he'll beat him in the next fight.
I don't know, think that
I think he just slept on him.
Yeah, and he realized it. That's why he didn't seem so mad yesterday. He was like, I got a rematch clause. It happened in his head. Like, I got a rematch clause. It happened. I'm going to try to fucking kill this nigga next time we fight.
And then, hey, yo,
he not gonna come to the next fight better.
Oh, I expect him to.
Yeah, he said he trying to lose more weight. And he said his exact words was, I'm trying to look like the Mexican Joshua. So, yeah, that's what it is, for real. Like, I mean, I think he's going to come in and be a tough. He gonna be the same tough nigga he just was, for real. I just think Joshua not gonna play with him because it wasn't like Joshua didn't have a couple chances to put Yo down. He did put him down. He could have put him down like a couple times. Yo just went hard. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do that shit again though.
Yeah.
Wow, he put him down one time, and Yo kept on going down after that.
If he come in shape, like in shape, the next time they fight, Joshua gonna be watching a Ruiz Wilder fight. If he come in shape, next time imagine what that movement's gonna be like if that nigga comes in as the Mexican Joshua next time they fight.
He might even get a trainer.
He might even get a trainer. Imagine if he gets
you doing nervous with no sponsorships, man.
Imagine
Joshua would be his trainer.
Imagine what that head movement gonna be like when he comes next time.
I mean, Yo had a trainer this time. He kept thanking that name. Yeah, but I like to thank my trainer, my dad, and my trainer, and my dad,
and my trainer,
I was like, damn, what other niggas for real? I was like, yo, what other niggas for real? I mean, but I was happy for Yo. I was like genuinely fucking happy for Yo. Yo wanted and Josh was soft as a bitch for real. He ain't got no trouble. Yo, he spit that mouthpiece out. Yo, I knew it was a rap.
That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, you can go to the gym and work out, but you can't fucking create, train, or buy no heart. You feel me? If he gonna react to get hit, I think it's gonna be the same outcome.
Who knows who can control the way that he do when he get hit? I don't even. Yo went down a couple of times, and he called one of them times when he went down not a knockdown because it looked like he pushed him down, but it was because he was falling forward, yo. Like, no, it's a chin thing, yo. Then you got a Fabergé egg for a chin.
Hey yo, this nigga really gets wobbled every fucking fight, yo. If you go look at the nigga they keep trying to get Deontay Wilder to fight, that nigga, the dark skin nigga, what the fuck is this nigga name? I don't know. The other nigga from London for real. He tried to fight him again for real. Yo had him all wobbly. The nigga Tackham had him wobbly. Joseph Parker had him a little on his shit for real a couple times. Povetkin had him on his shit. He always stumbling and fumbling for real. He always wobbling and shit like nigga. It's because he can't dunk a basketball. That's what it is. He a 6'6" nigga that can't dribble and can't dunk. It's his fault.
If I was 6'6", man,
What you be doing, yo?
Everything, yo. Everything, yo. If I had the same talent that I got right now, but was fucking 6'6", I'd be balling.
That nigga need to do yoga.
Yo said he need to do yoga.
Yo need to do like.
Why you say he needed to do yoga though?
Cause yo, he just stiff as a bitch.
I didn't even see this.
He stiff as a motherfucker, yo. He need to do like Pilates or some shit for real. Like, yo need to stretch. They need to tie his arms and his legs up to 4 SUVs and just pull the fuck off for real.
Yeah.
I'm just mad that Choke was getting all that love, and Wilder really should have been the one getting all that love the whole time for real.
I mean, we don't got the machine for heavyweight boxing to get them that love. People gotta realize Joe is overseas. Joe got the machine behind them overseas, and they still in the boxing overseas.
They just shot themselves in the foot.
So,
they just shot
to Mexico.
They just shot themselves in the foot, and then all they fighters looked bad last night except the white dude.
Yeah. Finally came to America, took the L.
Hey yo, but look, all right, now say it was that. I'm just playing devil's advocate because everybody know I wanted him to lose. But
I'm listening.
Say that's what it was. This nigga hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of miles away from his house. You feel me? He don't even be over here like that. You got niggas talking to him in New York accents for real. He probably like, nigga, fuck is going on out this bitch for? They in Brooklyn, they telling him not to go out Marcy and shit. He a little nervous from time to time for real. That like
no, yo. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Hey, yo.
No, yo.
Hey, yo.
You're not about to tell me. You're not about to tell me. You know where you fight at? In the fucking ring.
Hey, yo, no, yo. That is a thing, yo. That's why niggas don't be wanting to go to London. That nigga, like, they be all the way out their fucking comfort zone. That's why them niggas don't be in a rush to go have fights in UK. You ain't how often you seen Floyd fight in the fucking UK?
Wow,
you ain't
but my nigga.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, them niggas don't be wanting to go over there. So that's how he feel about the UK. He seem uncomfortable as shit just being here.
Your fans.
I'm just playing devil's advocate because I wanted him to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's crazy. But your fans, the difference between UK and America, it seems like their fans travel a whole lot better than ours do for boxing.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna have it in Vegas. You
niggas will come from
all the way over there. Because the country puts up the money to send people to support. Because they be like icons, you feel me? Like, oh, Joshua had fight in Brooklyn. Send many people.
Yeah, like
America ain't doing that shit.
Yo, Floyd was fighting who was that? Hatton? And I'm hearing the crowd in Vegas doing the I'm like,
we live in a melting pot for a country. It's always gonna be somebody from every nationality, every goddamn way. And it's gonna be a bunch of them niggas.
Yes,
definitely.
Birds of a feather flock together.
But at the same time, yo, they travel, yo. Americans catch you on pay-per-view. We lazy.
That's not true. We catch you on pay-per-view. It's somebody that be like, nigga, I got the money, nigga. I'm going to go to London to go see fucking Frank Bruno give a speech at the Starbucks.
Frank Bruno. I'm saying it seems the perception would be, maybe I have to fact check it, but when we have one of their big things over here, we have, of course, the melting pot, but a lot of them travel. When we go over there, like, I never.
And then you gotta look at.
Don't hear no chats for America.
Yeah, like this
out of America.
And that's really, I guess, what niggas was just saying as far as being the melting pot. It's like, say you come from that same background, right? And this nigga had all these fights in the UK. He'll finally come to America to fight. It don't gotta necessarily be that people travel from over from there, it's gonna be everybody from here. Like this is one opportunity to see that guy.
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah. It's not like
So
that.
they don't have to be like the whole country just came out.
It ain't like niggas just migrating to come see the fight. It's niggas from UK that live here.
It's like niggas go to the Super Bowl. You feel me? Like niggas come from everywhere.
So with that, why was you so uncomfortable amongst all your peers?
No, it's not because he's not. He's
like-
he's on foreign land. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the case for all boxers. Why you think when
Listen, though, he's the world champion.
Yeah, yo, I'm not trying to give him that.
He's the world champion.
Yo, look, what my man Chael Sonnen say? We don't fight in Brazil. We don't fight in da-da-da-da-da. We fight in the octagon.
Hey yo, but the only person that'll say some slick ass shit like that
Chael Sonnen.
is Chael Sonnen. He's the only person that's gonna say some slick.
He
ass
is the
shit
only
like
person that's gonna be like that ill with the shit talking. But we don't fighting. We fighting the octagon. When we get in there,
Who said that? Of course your ribs hurt, dummy. You're inside of a coward. They got the same problem the hands and your feet got. You're attached to you, dummy. I said, damn. That's
to go back to the Joshua and shit though. So now, since you want to argue today, nigga, since nobody was arguing with you and you feel like you want to argue and shit. All right, Joshua is scared fucking Wilder. And you want to know why? Because we seen him get knocked down in every fight. That nigga's getting knocked down more than we know in fucking training. So he has to know that when he goes in, he sees what Wilder is doing. It was some fear in his heart too. It wasn't just Eddie Hearn, yo. That nigga scared too. I'm not giving him that. He not scared. Especially the way that he didn't continue fighting last night.
I didn't say he wasn't scared.
You said he wasn't scared. You said he think Eddie Hearn was the reason, and you said he wasn't scared last night when we was watching the fight. That's what you said.
I mean, yeah. Well, now after he just got knocked the fuck out, I'm sure he's scared as fuck right now.
I think he was scared beforehand though, because if we seen him get dazed in every fight that he having when the fights come, you think he not getting dazed and sparring and we not hearing about it?
He did. He got knocked out by the.
I'm talking about the ones
That's
we
the
not
other
hearing
nigga from
about.
London that I couldn't remember his name.
Dubois.
Yeah.
I like how you remembered that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about outside of that time. You think it's not other times he getting sparked in training?
I'm sure, because
So that nigga knows. So we know he was a whore based on last night. But he should know. Probably knew not a whore, but
I don't think
we know that he get knocked around a lot. So you think he don't know that, yo? He know that, and he know what Wilder is.
Hey yo, I just think he need to go and get in the fucking gym. That nigga need to go do the jump rope. He need the ladder. He need that nigga need to do the little football hurdles. Somebody need to show this nigga how to fucking dribble a basketball so he don't be online looking all stupid like that.
He's not dribbling online no more.
Hey, yo,
If you didn't dribble a basketball with him, how are you hitting speed back?
I don't know, yo.
I don't think they correlate.
I don't think that's the same thing. I mean, I guess it's hand-eye coordination.
It's hand-eye coordination and rhythm. How are you hitting the speed bag if you can't dribble?
I don't know, yo. I just know he
The
looks.
speed bag is literally dribbling off the other side. How are you hitting the speed bag if you can't dribble?
Yeah, give yourself a ding, son. That was a great point. He definitely dribbling.
In his defense, he can't make jump shots though. When you watch a video,
We only see it to make two.
Yo, I know a lot of niggas is like they can't. I do a lot of niggas know niggas. A lot of niggas can't dribble, they can shoot though.
Like Eddie House.
I'm talking about regular people. I'm talking about like nigga down the street ain't got no handles, can't hoop. He kind of fat, but his jumper just dumbass wet.
Hey yo, that's who Andy Ruiz remind me of, yo. Yo, you know how every neighborhood got that fat nigga that can play point guard and do backflips and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like he is the fat nigga in the neighborhood that can do all that slick shit for real. Like Nick, yeah, 81 everywhere.
Shout out.
Nigga Nate was out fat fast nigga for real. Like
I went to school with this nigga Morris Gaskins. This nigga's
can we pull up his
fat fast nigga.
his post-fight speech?
oh yeah, I didn't like that for real. Yeah, pull that up, yo. I didn't like how they handled that for real. Like I thought Anthony Joshua was a whore for that for real. That was
Yeah, he ain't get the.
Yeah.
He cut him off.
Yeah, he cut him off.
Like he was trying to get the fuck out of there. But like I said, what happened was
he stayed long as shit.
I think because he cut him off because he wanted to get the fuck out there, and Eddie Hearn was like, "Hey, nigga, get back to digging that hole."
Nah, I'm pretty sure for real because they like to say a lot of little racist ass fucking shit for real.
I'm sure he was like, "Hey, nah, you can't just get out of here. Go take your, you know what I mean? Go take your post fight." And that's when Anthony Joshua had to sit there and sit around.
Turn it up a little bit.
This gives it a run for its money. What are you feeling right now?
Man, I just want to thank God for giving me this victory. Without him, this wouldn't have been possible.
Hey, yo, don't he look like the little boy from Up?
This is what I've been dreaming about. This is what I've been working
Like your boy up and got the motherfucking hands.
Man, I just want to thank all my team.
Oh shit! Nah, he'll fuck Butterbean up. He said that earlier, yo. He'll fuck Butterbean only for 4 round fights.
All along, you shouldn't be underestimated in a fight like this. You said you basically had 15 weeks of training camp. You were ready for a fight like this. What changed for you in the third round of the fight when you put him down twice after taking that knockdown? What happened in that round?
I don't know, man. That was my first time getting dropped on the floor. But you know what? It just made me stronger. It made me want it even more. And I just had to knock him down back, you know?
Yo, that was so hard when he said that.
I just
He had to knock him down back, man.
Bitch, my mother said if you hit me, I got to hit you back.
That's how
That's how you
You
fought.
took that big shot, but you kept moving forward. Just like against Dimitrenko, you kept moving forward.
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
After that third round, it just didn't look like
Hey,
you
I
were
fuck
covered
with you.
at any point. Could you sense that in the ring?
I could, but I didn't want to throw everything that I got. I wanted to hunt him down even more, work the body, work the head, and we just listened to the game plan with my Manny Roach and Manny Robles and Estrellita, and we just pulled it off, man.
There's a rematch clause to this contract. Are you expecting to exercise it? Do you want that next fight?
Of course, man. Right now, I just want to celebrate. I just made history, baby, for Mexico.
You are the first Mexican-American heavyweight champion. What does that mean to you?
It means
Hey, yo,
everything, man.
this bitch ass
What I've
nigga
been
come put his
dreaming
arm
about
around
since
me.
6 years old. If it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't be here. Listen,
Look at him.
let me say.
Yo, let me say
We
something.
have a round of applause for Andy Ruiz, the new heavyweight champion. Listen.
Yo, they shouldn't have let him. I'd have grabbed the mic back like, yo, you're not the champion no more, yo. It's my time to talk.
With fire.
You see how he keep grabbing the microphone and the white dude was like, man, this is Anthony Joshua at the end of the day.
Sorry, I let my family down. Sorry, I let my family down. I'm gonna make it right. With respect, enjoy this moment, and we'll be seeing you again. Thank you, man.
AJ, let me turn to you for a second here. Let me just ask you about this.
AJ, let me turn to you for a second here.
You see, you're wrong up. Like, man, fuck this shit. I got the 3 titles, nigga. Y'all can talk all y'all want to, y'all bitch asses.
Oh, AJ got sloppy. It was a beautiful combination.
Damn, he shouldn't have said that. Yeah, see, I wouldn't fuck with Eddie Hearn for real. AJ got sloppy. Manchester United. We had a amazing scrap, and he got beaten to a pulp. Yo, got the shit beat out of him, yo.
Yeah, that was pretty bad fight.
He came out very sloppy. Shut up. Like, I mean, I want to talk bad about him too, but at the end of the day, it's only been so far I'll be wanting to go because I don't do it. So I don't be wanting to talk super shit about them. Because I respect them because they be in that bitch for real. They go inside a ring and fight in front of everybody for money. Nigga, that's tough as a bitch alone. But
It's absolutely that, but at the same time, people got to realize that when we talking about people, we talking about people on the level that they're on. I'm not talking like yo a bum, like yo can't come outside and give everybody else the hands and shit. I'm talking about yo is a bum based on the level that he on. Where if I was to look at a middle school player and say he was nice, that don't mean he gonna be nice in the NBA. Like, it's levels to this shit. Like,
I
niggas,
see where you're going with this.
niggas is acting like it's not levels to this shit. So at that level, he is a bum. Like,
I mean, I don't.
it's fire somewhere.
Hey, yo.
So there we go.
I'm merely saying Anthony Joshua is a see. He done lost now, so I ain't gotta keep going with the shit. But I'm merely saying he lost for the same reason I was saying that Reggie Bush is 100% off the worst running backs ever for real.
So round table.
His expectations were so high that it was like, nigga, nah, yo, y'all niggas making it seem like yo the toughest nigga in the world, and the toughest nigga in the world from Alabama.
Toughest nigga in the world is definitely from Alabama, but I'm sitting here like I'm saying he a bum because at the level that he's at, if you get dazed in every fight,
he get
now
motherfucking fight.
I took back the whore thing earlier because the fact that you get dazed in every fight and you still be winning them, then you're not a whore.
That's commendable as a motherfucker.
But you still scared at Deontay Wilder because I don't think you're gonna get up from that.
And King Kong was the IBF champion. Yo, he was the champion until he got in that trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't never lose his title. They took that bitch from him. He ain't lose to Deontay Wilder, which ain't that much. You
ain't that bad. He lost.
Yeah, you be mad at him because he lost to Deontay Wilder. He not no whore.
Like
he ain't no whore.
Nah, he ain't no whore because he lost to Deontay Wilder. I still think he'll beat the fuck out of Joshua.
And since we have last convened, my man got game 1.
Raptors in the 5. I'm saying Raptors in the 5.
I think you tripping.
I think this
I'm
is
saying Raptors in the 5.
It's gonna be like when Philly was playing against LA and AI came out and had that real good game that first game, and then they got rain. I think they might get rain.
Yo, I believe that everybody forgot when the Sixers did this to Giannis and the Bucks, and then Giannis and the Bucks did this to the Raptors on the first game, and then they still went on to lose the series. Like, yo, it is called a series.
It ain't even
for a
somebody
fucking reason. I don't like that saying.
Why?
Because you can get to game 7 and everybody's at home. It's still a series. Like, it's still tough.
Yeah.
Like, the home team can win every game and you get to game 7.
But it ain't going to end until somebody lose. I mean,
that's when the series is over, but it was still a damn good series.
Somebody's going to have to win away.
No, nobody has to win away. Nobody has to. Oh, in the finals, somebody does have to win
somebody
away.
Going to have
in the finals, you do. And in the regular playoffs, you don't, because it's 2-2, 1-1-1. In the finals, it's 2-2-2. It's 2-3-2 or 2. Oh, it's 2-2, 1-1-1. Oh, so nobody got to win that. Nobody got to win away. You can make it to game 7 without anybody winning away.
Shit.
Yeah, but I mean, still, it's a series, and you got a whole lot of motherfucking,
a whole lot of revenue,
a whole lot of basketball played in the first 6 games. That's normally a whole lot of good basketball to be seen. So, like, when people be like, it's not a series until the away team wins, I'm like, nah, nigga, it can go 7 and still be a damn good series.
Warriors in the 7?
No,
I got the Warriors in 6.
I got
in 6.
The 50. I'm playing all the way to 50 on this finals. I'm not picking shit. I'm just watching.
Yo, Kawhi hurt, yo. Everybody fucking hurt. But at the end of the day, yo, them niggas done did it 3 straight times. They got a lot more experience being in there down a nigga for real.
Nigga,
so
I had to be emotionally invested against the Warriors for too long to have to be emotionally invested against them again this year. I don't give a fuck.
Like, they beat the Warriors 3 straight times.
Yeah. Yo, Siakam is out here like, look, can I get paid?
Another reason why they not gonna win, because they be with Drake.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing that's making me, my basketball mind, looking at the games, say without Kevin Durant, I don't have the Warriors winning this. But my seeing how things happen mind, Drake is a part of your organization. Now, unless under all Drake clothes, he got on the other team's uniform touching his skin, and he just got the rapper shit on over top of it.
That Drake curse really is real.
That Drake curse is real. Fucking Joshua.
Did you see the picture?
on Instagram and on what's named. I sent the one from Instagram too, didn't I?
Yeah, he really took a picture.
He took a picture with Drake and said he's gonna break the curse on June 1st.
And got the fur tore off of him. He got fucking.
Damn, I wonder if Drake went on Twitter or Instagram or anything. I wonder what he had to say about this.
The fact that every time he chill with somebody they lose, nigga, that whole career go to shit.
Now, the problem with the finals, the other part of it was, you remember Drake was pictured with DeMarcus Cousins back in the day looking like a fucking groupie. And then now he on the Warriors and Drake is at the Raptors. So we gotta see like the remnant value of the Drake curse or which side is gonna be stronger. Like, I don't know, yo. Like, I don't know. I think he might have canceled himself out in the finals. Cause DeMarcus Cousins is still cool.
Nah, yo. Nah. Cause he want the Raptors to win.
He have a Steph Curry tattoo.
He definitely got a Steph tat.
And the KD tattoo.
But the Raptors mean more to him. That's why they gonna lose. That's what he really.
He got a Raptors jersey tattoo. I'm sure he got a logo somewhere.
Yo, they gonna lose, yo.
Drake put a lot of money into this team.
So
he's not ready to lose that investment, bro.
Yo,
it's all politics.
They gonna get swept.
No, they not
out the back door for real.
How they gonna get swept? They just lost. They just lost
out the back door. You talking about like 4?
Yeah, they about to lose 4 straight
the
games.
Gentleman's way
for real. Like straight like that. I'm telling you, yo, like this is how shit. Yo, Kawhi hurt, yo. He been killing, even though he been like limping around for real. But that nigga was hurt the game 7 and was playing tough as a bitch. But then he looked hurter the game 1 than the other one, yo.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know who would switch faster. Kawhi go from walking like my father when he broke his hip to being an athlete, or Ruiz going from a skilled boxer to a Mexican. Both of them bitches be impressive as a motherfucker. Kawhi be limping, and then boom.
Yeah, he got a whole
like
series,
like
yeah. Damn.
Yeah, Kawhi do, but the other thing is Kawhi do more than just score. And that's the thing. So even when people look at him having like a tough game, you're not realizing like on top of the other stuff that you can grab in the box score, he had a couple blocks, a couple steals, he didn't grab some reads or whatever. Outside of that stuff, you're not looking at the fact that, oh, it was about to be an opening coming in the defense, but Kawhi jumped there and it changed their play. And Kawhi be making up for a lot of liabilities, yo.
Yeah. But hey, yo, I just don't see the Raptors winning the championship. That's gonna be one of the times where I'm gonna be wrong for real, if I'm wrong. But I just don't. They got Drake and they got the Raptors and they got them jerseys and they from Canada and I don't think that shit gonna work.
They have a plane as well.
Yeah, I don't think I would be surprised, bro.
Like I said,
I would be surprised.
A Canadian American made basketball, yo.
I don't care. Yo, I don't care. James Naismith was a fucking bum.
Did he really? Basketball ain't what it is now, so he probably be considered a bum.
Yeah, I mean, the game didn't change. I mean, Nintendo turned. What good? Oh, y'all, did y'all watch Cassidy Good yet? Oh right. Shit! No, I got some my password out.
It's 101.
I got some
West 22nd Street.
Oh man!
So y'all could get on the app for real. I don't know if it's gonna fuck nothing up though. I don't know.
Podcast City, follow that.
I don't know how that go.
That was Ken.
But what's the name had a point? Like Goods in the Cassidy battle had a point. Like Sega turned to Xbox, Nintendo turned to PlayStation. You gotta change with the game. Talking to Cassidy, right? So, like, yeah, yo, the game done changed so much that Naismith probably is a bum. But at the same time, come on, yo.
James Naismith was a fucking bum.
He created it.
Okay.
So you can't just take all Canadian. Yo, Steve Nash was Canadian, yo.
It's not like it's a team full of Canadian niggas, though. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Definitely ain't.
So
I'm just saying that they aren't going to win. Because they are the Raptors.
My nigga, what are so many other reasons why they might not win? To just try to put it on the fact that
They the Raptors, yo. Canada. They the Raptors. They
Raptors in circles.
Bad coaching, that happens too, bro.
Nah,
Canada, that's it.
Nah, that is the Raptors.
You can't get bad coached by Kawhi.
I'm surprised they there.
They got Kawhi.
I mean, yeah.
Like, we got to give
Out the East, baby.
Killer.
Kawhi's, I don't know, bro. That
Kawhi's
nigga
a
is
killer.
Bro. He's.
Yeah.
They was comparing this nigga to Jordan.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, what? Like,
I don't know about all
I
that.
can understand why they doing it.
I understand it too, but it was like I wouldn't do that shit either. Like,
Yo, this is when I knew Kawhi was a cold-hearted killer.
that laugh.
As soon as I heard the laugh. Right. I hear the laugh and I'm like,
There's so many reasons as to why the universe is making it so this team wins.
You don't know I will fuck you up.
that laugh so awkward, Joe. Like he was having a regular conversation. He was like, well, I don't even know where you are. And he's like, you got to really get to know me to know more about me. I don't even know where you are in the crowd. like yo, that wasn't funny. And why do you laugh like that, sir?
You're a serial killer.
Yeah. You got some wrapped up bodies.
And I'm supposed to go out here and defend this guy?
And the Warriors are about to be some of those bodies. So
I don't think so, yo.
His
I don't
name
think
is the
so,
Claw.
Yo.
that's a. He's
I
the
don't see
villain.
it, yo.
He's the villain here to stop the team.
Yo, the Claw laugh like this, yo.
He's the
His
villain.
name is the Claw. Laugh like that, yo.
Hey, yo.
And you just gonna go out there and tell me
Hey,
you
yo.
gonna stop this nigga? His name is the Claw. He laugh like that.
Hey, yo, I just don't see it, yo.
Nope.
Like, these niggas is great catch fire. Yo, you know how this shit
Bro,
work, yo. They do it every year,
Pete.
yo. Klay Thomas ain't even had a 60-point game yet.
In every good movie, the superhero gets beat one time.
Haven't they been able to beat him all year, Cheetah?
I don't know.
When they had KD.
Cause that,
But no, they played better without KD. So I'm not
They
gonna
a
say.
lot better without KD.
man, when they play better as a team. I wouldn't say they play better without KD. I would say that they pass the ball a little bit more like
Okay.
Slick.
All right, here's what I'm gonna say. Does KD add wins? Yes. But as far as playing basketball, they play better basketball without Kevin Durant. Like the game of basketball, how you that
The game of basketball.
that motherfucking science, you want to see it flow and everything.
Down. Until
You stop what?
Stop them from flowing right now.
The only way to stop it. Hold on.
I think they
The only way to stop
they
them
be
from
getting-
flowing, the Warriors from flowing, how they flow, is you need to put somebody really, really, really good on defense on Steph. You can't do it with Kawhi right now because he injured. But that's how the Cavaliers got over. They took Dellavedova dirty ass,
my God.
and it was like, put him on Steph.
Who's this man?
Who's this man?
Did the Cavaliers win the championship?
Bring it back.
You always bring
back.
Who the only team to beat the Warriors in the championship?
This nigga crazy. LeBron.
LeBron James, nigga.
LeBron James. Now why? LeBron lost to him twice.
LeBron James. See, that's the
what
way
we talking.
that's
The button you need, bro. Oh shit! I am LeBron James.
Yeah.
I am putting that shit on here.
LeBron James.
But yo, no, the reason why they got him though is because that year that they got him, they had a dirty ass little defensive nigga to throw on Steph, and the reason that their offense runs so good is because of Steph.
No, because they had LeBron James out there, and LeBron James was
They
like,
had LeBron James out there other years and lost.
LeBron James was like, I will not be the subject of any more ridicule. Nope. And I'm at least gonna get this one. And then after he got that one, he kind of was like,
No, but he had better stats than the other ones.
no, he was
His best year wasn't. His best year statistically wasn't the year that he
was
won.
LeBron James.
No, that's the point,
He
nigga.
was LeBron.
He was still LeBron.
Yeah.
And the two other years where they didn't have a dirty little defensive nigga to put on Steph, they lost.
Yo, you call him a dirty little defensive nigga.
That's all he good for. That's all. Dellavedova. How many D's is that? Dirty defensive.
Hey, yo, you fucking shit. Can you open the door for Cam, yo?
Yo, that's all he is, yo. Like, and that's what you need to have to beat them when they don't have Kevin Durant. Now, if they have Kevin Durant, putting a dirty little defensive person on Steph and messing up that basketball flow that they have ain't gonna matter because they got KD.
Nah, yo. No.
Just slow it down. It's only one basketball.
Yeah, and
Just slow it
and
down.
Kawhi and them definitely can slow it
Every
down.
time they miss a shot, you grab the rebound. You hand it to your point guard and you walk it up the court. You make the game. You make.
Hey, yo, but then
Everybody tries to shoot out with them.
yo, them niggas is going to get hot.
Yo, yo.
Yo, they going to get hot.
They got a team to win.
And
slowing it down ain't the key, yo.
And yo, not only that,
fuck out trying to stay slow on the game.
they kind of lure you into playing faster for real. Like they kind of what? They kind of lure you into playing faster for real. Like you slow the game down, and then one of them niggas come out and hit a three, and then you try to slow the game back down, and then they hit another three. Yo, it's like we need to get a bucket. We gotta get a bucket.
Yo. It's not 2K. They play good fucking defense too. So it's easy to say slow the game down until they try to clamp down on your defense and make you have.
But if you have a LeBron or you have a Kawhi on the other end that's going to get you that bucket in the half court, wherever you got a better chance.
Yo, I'm telling you, slowing it down is a whole lot easier against a team that ain't good on defense because you're gonna slow it down. They're gonna play good defense, and regardless of how slow you try to make the pace, generally they gonna shoot better than you. So your slow pace against their good defense is gonna end up having you down by 10, and then you're gonna end up getting fucked up real bad. What they doing well is they have a guy on the other side of the court. Like the Raptors got another guy outside of Kawhi that will do something slick to get you a bucket or do some hard work to get you the bucket. Like
bro.
The other, we don't know how long that's gonna last.
Yeah.
You don't know how long that's gonna last. You don't know how long that's gonna last, my good brother.
That's something the Warriors never. Yeah, they've been here before, but they never been here before.
Yeah.
I mean, the Raptors haven't been here before.
They've been there enough before.
Look, do you actually watch the game?
Yeah.
How did they beat them?
You saying the Raptors and the Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about.
Siakam plays. Siakam is. I don't think he like the best basketball player. I think that he a hard worker. He a hard worker on steroids right now. I think that he about to play his way into a good contract, and then not be what he looking like right now.
I don't know.
I think he just.
Siakam seemed like he seemed like one of them add a new move a year niggas for real. He seemed like he gonna be tough.
Yeah,
he seemed like he gonna get a little better every year. Yeah, who be doing that, yo?
You told me your opinion. I'm asking you, what did you observe? What was that key to victory?
What was the key?
The key to victory was the same thing that I just said. They played strong defense. They didn't let nobody really go off. And Draymond, he had a triple-double that didn't make a difference.
Yeah, that's the second game that they ever lost where he had a triple-double. This nigga had
he had a triple-double that didn't make a difference.
They lost 2 of them games.
Dang. You know why a triple-double didn't make a difference? The nigga that he was playing had 34.
Because that nigga
you know why?
worked hard.
It's not even that. He had a bunch of dare shots. They was just like Draymond had a bunch of dare shots. Iguodala had dare shots. They was missing them.
Iguodala,
yeah. Missing the open shots.
Iguodala not playing no more, is he? Iguodala done. He hurt. That nigga, he like done. Iguodala might not play no more. I don't know. He know he was hurt, but I don't think he hurt his knee. But I know. Yo looked up and was like, Nigga, I'm done.
He put his gloves in the middle of the ring.
I think he put his gloves.
Damn, that was a mean segue.
Yeah, I put his gloves. I think he.
That's gone, yo.
Oh yeah, that's crazy for real. Yeah,
Gus gone, yo. Anthony Smith feel like Gus thinks so little of him. That's the reason that he retired.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like Anthony Smith.
If I can't beat this nigga, fuck it.
Yo, Anthony Smith is like, I hope he doesn't feel as though I'm such a low. He said that in the post fight, like, I'm such a low thing that he should retire. He was doing good. He was like, I won't be denied.
Yeah, Anthony Smith feel like Gus is retiring because he feel like, in the words of Mike Tyson, he shouldn't be losing to that level of competition.
That was a good quote. I should have thought about that too.
Shouldn't be losing these caliber fighters. We talked about that.
Yeah, we ran through that already.
Hey, yo, but the part we didn't talk about is that it might be fake.
Yeah.
Like, cause it still ain't been no video out, and why didn't the podcast?
And it was on his podcast. Yeah, like
why didn't they thought why? Where is it at?
And from people allegedly seeing a part of a clip, I haven't seen it yet, but the people that allegedly seen a part of a clip was like it looks staged as fuck.
That's a million.
That shit wasn't even Mike Tyson in that joint.
What?
In that video that's going around where he like you treat me like a decrepit.
You treat me like a decrepit.
Mike said that shit?
Yeah.
Yo.
Wait a minute. I gotta find this.
Yo, that's the illest. You treat me like a decrepit. That sounds like a Mike Tyson quote though.
Nah, I don't think it was Mike Tyson though.
Beat him into a Bolivian.
I don't think it was Mike Tyson at all.
But the words, the choice of, we're talking about the word choice. Because Mike can just hit you with a big word out of nowhere sometimes.
Unequivocally.
Like what?
Yeah.
Okay, Mike.
Unequivocally, not even know what one of them words Mike Tyson would say. He'd be like, nigga, everybody knows what that means. Skaduggery. I know this nigga. I used to always think that.
Mustard seed. That's a Chance the Rapper quote.
I used to always think when he said my defense is impregnable. I used to think that was like some, like, oh damn, this nigga just made up a word, yo.
My defense is impregnable.
Smartest things I ever heard though in my life. Where this nigga said, he said my defense is impregnable.
Yeah,
and I thought that, I was like, what the fuck he meant by that for real? But my defense is impenetrable.
My defense is impenetrable.
You can't get through my defense for real.
My style is impetuous. Lennox is no conqueror. I'm the conqueror. He's no Alexander. I'm Alexander. I remember. Then he told that nigga, I eat your kids. Then he finished it off with a praise be to Allah. I was like, yo, Mike was wilding in there.
That ain't Mike at all. Yeah, that ain't Mike.
That wasn't Mike at all.
That is Earl. That is Bernard.
No, is that you?
But yeah, yo, Mike, I just don't, a part of me just can't accept Mike doing nothing fake, yo.
I don't think that is Mike Tyson.
No, I'm talking about if the WEC 100 shit was staged. Like, a part of me is like, damn, Mike did something fake.
I don't know, yo. Mike Tyson do a whole lot of drugs, yo.
Will Mike Tyson be...
He do a whole lot of drugs, yo. He probably done been convinced to do a lot of stuff for real. Like, I ain't gonna say
real shit.
He might be. I mean, he probably figured he gonna get a couple dollars out the shit for real. Like, I could understand why he would do it.
Mike got the marijuana business popping for real.
I mean, he trying to get no couple dollars. He trying to be a household name again for real. Like, I mean, of course, he always gonna be.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I was knocking out with cannabis. Now I'm trying to knock you out with cannabis.
I mean, I don't. This nigga cheats crazy as a bitch. This nigga just turned in. This nigga just turned in.
What the fuck, Cheech?
Be like that sometimes.
Yo, Go ahead, Cheatham. I'm sorry. Cheech fucked me up.
Nah, I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying for real. I just know. I don't think it was fake. If Mike Tyson say he slapped the nigga, and I'm gonna say he slapped the nigga.
Why would he have to lie about slapping the nigga?
I don't think Mike Tyson lied about too much shit.
Particularly, it was too.
I think he does.
Mike?
I think Mike lies about some things.
Name something.
Sir, this isn't my cocaine.
Okay. Mike be admitting to the coke though.
Mike Tyson has been he is super honest.
That's what I'm saying. Mike is admitting to the coke.
Not to say he's not being honest. I mean, not to say he's not lying right now.
Everybody lied to the police.
Like, not to say he's not lying right now, and then he might admit it later.
Hold on, wait. After a fight,
right now he might be.
I broke my back. Like what? Doctor said, my back.
Oh, that just means he wasn't in trouble. No, that nigga like and that was his only way of describing it. He didn't know how to say it no else.
What type of injury?
Spinal.
You know what?
Yeah.
All right, Chief. That might be the one Mike lie that I can think of.
No, that's
that
not
shit.
That wasn't a lie. We gotta look up whether or not he had surgery on that.
Hey yo.
I broke my back.
You know
Doctor said I broke
that your
my back.
defense is impregnable and the style is impetuous. But you couldn't tell me nothing better than spinal.
Hey yo, that nigga started talking like that after he got locked up. Nigga. Fuck you mean?
Dude, broke my back.
Just because he got a jail education don't mean he know how to do surgery, my nigga.
Nah, yo, but you gonna know enough. You gonna know enough.
You expected Mike Tyson to get up that bitch and be like, hey, so what sort of injury do you have? Well, I have an F5 and an F6 fracture in the sacs and the lower. No, nigga, he's not gonna be my femur and he's gonna be like, I broke my leg. Which part of your leg? The leg. I broke my back. leg.
The doctor said I broke my back. Spinal.
He probably was thinking, I don't know which one of them niggas. It's just ain't it like 7?
So outside of
vertebrae.
that, I'm sorry. Yo, I'm too high for this shit, yo. Yo, you fucking.
Yo, this nigga. That shit crazy.
Hey, Stone.
Hey, yo.
I'm sorry.
Hey, yo.
My friend.
Which Mike broke my.
Yo, I had my uncle do this for us, yo. Cheat him.
What do you mean by that? You broke
Back is broken.
what? A vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal. I broke.
Yo, but Mike didn't sound like he was lying right there, yo.
He tied down vertebrae. No.
Look at his face. I broke my back. Like, what you really say?
What do you mean by that? You broke
Back is broken.
a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
Yo, he didn't sound like he was lying, yo. He didn't sound like he was
No, it
lying.
don't sound like he's lying. The nigga asked him, like, well, a vertebrae? He was like, I ain't got to the V's in the dictionary. Spinal. Yeah, we was at S's.
I was at nigga, impregnable. Impetuous. And that same fucking was, he might have been at I.
But yeah, yo. Nah, yo, he ain't sound like he was lying, yo. He probably was just like, nigga, my back hurt, nigga. On the spine part. Yo,
But he said the doctor said he broke his back. Now, let's say you got a spinal injury, yo. I'm supposed to, hey, yeah, Mike, you got a spinal injury. Can I still fight? Yeah, you all good. Like, huh?
But who said that this was
boxers
Mike?
always fight hurt, though, yo.
Yeah, that's right.
What a spinal injury, my nigga?
I mean,
Spinal.
look. At that point in time, Mike Tyson ain't had a whole lot of money. So even if he did hurt himself at some point in training, you think he gonna come out and be like, "Hey, yo, yeah, fight's off"? Because I don't even know. He gonna show up and he gonna get his fucking money, and then he ended the fight. Stupid
That
as
was
shit.
That was between the what's the name? I remember what you're talking about. That was. First of all, let me give you a ding because he didn't have a whole lot of money at that time because that was in between the before he really got his money from Don King, like when he did the back.
And they still, and he's
still paying that nigga.
Because yo, when you think about it, look, you schedule a fight. Like if me and you gonna fight, then we're gonna be like, yeah, August 13th, right? Mm-hmm. Who would say I'm not gonna have the flu August 13th? I might fall down the stairs August 12th. You know what I'm saying? The show still gotta go on. These niggas be going out that bitch hurt like a motherfucker all the time, but that's how they pay their bills, so they're gonna go out that bitch hurt.
Facts.
Like, so no, it don't mean you're not gonna win it all for real, because the other nigga is hurt in some way too. None of these niggas come in there 100%. Like, I'm waiting for Joshua to come out and be like, yeah, yo, I had diarrhea that morning for real, and that's why I went in. Like, it's gonna be some type of excuse. Yeah, something. Like, I ain't used to.
I had diarrhea.
Like, I was y'all had me in Brooklyn eating this shit for real, nigga. I'm used to eating in the kingdom. Like, nigga, I was like straight like that. Like, that water had me.
They gonna try to treat us like Mexico. You're gonna try to treat us like Mexico.
You're water fucked up.
Wait, who said something about that was Mike? That's how he talked after he went to jail.
Me.
That was you?
Yeah. Is you about to play Lennox Lewis? This joint was after he came from jail.
Bruh. So
that's post.
This is after he came from jail. This is Lennox Lewis. He was old then. This is like 36-year-old Mike Tyson.
If he can come up with all them words, he shouldn't be sounding like that. In that
nigga said pussy, bitch, and all that shit. He ain't come up with all them words. He's been using them his whole life. He just interchanged the you feel me? The pattern of them joints. What?
No, I try to get a little pound.
Oh, no. Oh, well, yeah.
Damn.
Well, you just left me hanging for real.
I'm sorry, yo.
Oh, you talking about that time in your?
Give me a pound. Everybody give me a pound so we all covered.
But you talking about the time in your?
Yeah. To this day.
To this day. Speaking of which,
yo
is the hardest nigga.
To this day.
Yeah.
Cause he said
supposed to burn that joint up today for real.
He said, I'ma fight Ortiz again. Then I'm gonna fight Fury again. And I'm pretty sure after last night, he like, and then I'm gonna fuck up whoever else got that up them other titles when I get done getting through what I'm getting through. He ain't scared to fight nobody.
He didn't say it'd be the toughest shit he ever got to get through for real ever.
Question: is there a situation where Joshua can beat Ruiz the next time and still not fight Wilder?
Hey, yo, because they might be like, yeah, rematch. If it's a good ass fight, the next fight, and Joshua just so happened to come out on top and then start to make a whole lot of money, they could be like, yeah, yo, trilogy. Like, it wouldn't be like far-fetched. I don't know, yo. They better not, for real. Like, don't nobody want to keep saying them niggas fight like that, for real. I like Andy Ruiz, but I don't want to keep saying them fight.
Yes, I heard a Mexican Rocky.
That's what's up.
Joshua
Rocky, okay.
Still running.
To this day.
He gonna be running regardless, I think, yo. I don't blame him. Look, I don't want to get punched by Deontay Wilder neither, yo.
Who does?
You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time,
cheating for real.
At the same time, it's not my job.
I ain't even got no hands no more. I might hurt myself.
It's not my job to get punched by Deontay Wilder. It is kind of his job to get punched by Deontay Wilder, so he need to go do that shit.
The objective was not to get punched.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the objective was not to get knocked out.
The objective is not to get punched.
Not to get.
But at the same time, you're still supposed to get in the ring.
He ain't got knocked out.
Hey, yo, he is the 6'6" Amir Khan.
Wow.
Yo, he is not great. Be in the ring with these niggas that's gonna be able to put him in that world, yo. Like, I mean, I don't know, because Amir Khan, he at least get in the ring with the niggas that put him to sleep. That's why he always going to sleep.
I need the dream sound because I got a what if situation in my head.
That would be dope.
What if?
Yeah, that shit. No, I gotta keep going like. I can't do it, yo.
Yeah. But what if the body that Deontay Wilder catch end up being Anthony Joshua?
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh man. I think that we're gonna have a 4-hour episode the next day. We wanted to have a 4-hour episode, so we wanted to get here early. Yeah.
Like, I would never want that to happen, but just the build up of all of this, and he keeps saying, because it's not his first time saying, I want to catch a body in the ring.
Why does he want to catch a body in the ring so bad?
Because he really feel like this is Rome, and this nigga want to catch a body.
I don't want Cho to die, but I do want Cho to get beat up every time he on
When
camera.
he said catch a body, I simply thought about it as a defeat. I didn't realize y'all was talking about really killing the man.
Yeah.
That's what Deontay Wilder be talking about.
He really wants to body a nigga.
I heard that, but I didn't know.
Yeah, but he done said that, and it's not like we got up in arms about it this year, but I forgot that he said this shit a few times before.
Yeah.
Like he
Boxers say it.
Yeah.
Most boxers say. Imagine how many times Sonny Liston was like, "Yeah, and I'm gonna try to kill his ass."
No, but when I say he's been gone in depth and said, I want to have a body on my record. Like, I want to kill a man in the ring. He didn't say a specific person.
And
he just been like,
you think he the first boxer to say that?
No, but I think in the new school of Me Too 2019 that we forgot that he just said it last year. Like, he did say this last year too.
I'm sure he says it every year. I'm sure he probably wake up in the morning and be like, "Yeah, I'm training to kill these niggas."
I said, "Do your bodies in the morning."
Hey yo,
all because they know they're in front of a killer. That's where I am, man. Like I said, I come from the hard knocks, man. I ain't with the games and whatever I say, I believe.
I think he's the worst trash talker in the universe, though.
I'm a real one in this sport, and I want to, I want to give great shows. I want to put on great events because the heavyweight division was so dead for so long, man. Like over 10 years, no one knew who was the heavyweight champion of the world was.
If I was this nigga,
now they got
I'd
a
be all over
badass
ESPN
Deontay Wilder. All the Wilder promos I put on exciting, great fights, and I don't care about no legacy ain't built off of who record was perfect. Even life ain't perfect.
When's this gonna happen, Deontay? We know you take care of Ortiz. Then when do you think Fury happens? Is there a date, or we're just not sure on the date yet?
Fury looking like it's gonna happen early sometime next year.
Okay. Man.
Yeah, all the big fights gonna happen next year. And, maybe after the Fury, is potential you can have a Joshua.
Wow. So you think next year in 2020 you take Ortiz? Is that the order in your mind? Ortiz.
That's the order. That's the order in my mind. That's the order in my mind. Unless after I fight,
it's over. They already signed them joints.
Like unless I fight,
he didn't sign.
Joshua have obligations after that, and then we take a.
And when he say that he mean everything that he say,
Joshua,
the fact that he said this in the interview,
2020,
he always did that shit.
That's what I want.
No, but I'm saying,
not only I'm going,
but then he show it every time,
killer to
like
a killer, but I'm going back to a killer, and then another killer.
He actually did that shit.
Shortcuts. My career ain't been built off a shortcut. I've had my own road. I've taken that. Like I said, no gifts has been given to me. So since no gifts has been given to me, it's only made me stronger.
Gifts have been given
my grind
to me.
Stronger, my mindset stronger, and this is why I'm the most exciting heavyweight in boxing period. I'm out the legacy, man. When I hang my gloves up, I'm like all the greats. Lennox Lewis and Larry Holmes. You know what I mean? Especially Larry Holmes. I want to follow his motto. And make it even better.
Don't end up flabby and sick,
and still have money left over.
He trying to go down as like the first boxer in like the 2000s to like really body.
Even when I die,
you're trying to go down to the golden road to CTE.
You're just trying to beat the shit out of everybody.
Like he going down.
I think he just went. If niggas think you tough, he won't fuck you up. Like like I feel like that if say the Kimbo shit started happening now,
he would walk over there and be like, "Hey,
I would go fight your ass." Y'all know it was like a white boy trolling yo online and calling his house and shit, got his number and kept calling him and shit.
I seen that.
And yo was like, "Hey, you meet me at the gym tomorrow. I'll come fuck you up. I swear to God, you come to the gym tomorrow, I'll fuck you up." And yo actually showed up and beat his ass up.
Wow,
that's the toughest shit in the world. Where the dude Charlie at?
I mean,
y'all know Charlie? Yeah, Charlie said he'd be here today. Like that's crazy as shit. Yeah, like imagine how he felt. Like he in the gym working out like, yeah, nigga, he ain't gonna come out this bitch. And he probably didn't tell nobody. The next thing you know, Deontay Wilder walked through the door. He probably was great. Should have said here. You said be here, right? Like that shit was hard as a bitch for real. Like I wouldn't play with y'all.
Deontay Wilder is showing everything that he's saying, and you don't see that in a lot of people. Like he's not just talking shit; he walking it like he talking. He said he wanted to take the hardest road. He picking the hardest one.
It's so good.
Like this nigga. The fact that interview came beforehand, and then he ended up doing that shit, he get extra points from me. Like the interview came beforehand, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this," and then he did that shit.
Yeah,
and it's stupid. I wouldn't have picked that road because I want to get out at the time when all of this was going on before last night happened. I would have wanted to get the Joshua fight out the way to get that check. And he like, well, he running, so I'm gonna take these other checks because I just like beating niggas up.
Hey yo,
he kind of like put his foot and shot himself in the foot for real. Because now, if he wouldn't have took that second fight with Fury, he kind of could have went and got all them titles real quick and then did whatever he wanted.
If he do the Fury fight early,
get all the titles without Joshua getting a shot at him first.
Nah, I'm saying like he could have waited. That's going to be a couple months. They're gonna say he got a fight coming up, so he's not worried about it right now. And by the time this next fight is up, them niggas gonna be fighting soon.
Which means,
so if he wouldn't have took that second fight, then he could have just been like, yeah, well, I'm next.
No,
now he got the fight with Fury.
He got the fight with Fury early 2020. He got the Ortiz fight as his next fight.
That's not that far away though.
So you gotta think about it like this. You gotta think.
No, it ain't gonna be no fights in between there, yo.
It's not that far away.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be. That's what I'm saying. So him having them two fights ain't set him back none at all because this fight just happened. So this fight probably ain't gonna happen till what? Them going back at it in November.
Yeah.
So he probably gonna fight. Joshua not gonna be ready to fight in February again after that anyway. So he trying to fight Fury in early 2020. It's not gonna set him back at all to get them two fights out the way.
Nah, but them, a nigga will sit out for way longer than a couple months after this next fight. Once them niggas fight, like as you say, like if it was to happen. If it was to happen, like after like say they fight in November, right? When is next Deontay Wilder fight?
I was
fight. Did they say the date for it? Yeah.
July, August, I think.
I don't think it's gonna be that fast. That's right around the corner.
The Ortiz fight. Let me get the shape if I get the date for that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that fast. Like it's gonna be sometime coming up soon. But he just fought Brazil.
But he fights back.
He fought Brazil. He didn't fight Brazil. He went out there and hit Brazil, and that was it for real. So that's pretty much. He can have a fight real fast for real. He ain't take no punch.
No round time.
So now, on second thought, this shit might be early as a bitch.
He was still hungry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, the rematch. It's not yet. It's not giving a date.
If I'm him, I just sit back and chill because he already beat both these niggas. He really don't gotta. Other than Tyson Fury, that's the fight where niggas want to see because that was a draw. He beat Ortiz for real. Like it ain't that's already did.
Oh, here we go.
I would like to see the fight again, but I would chill and get these titles. I'd be like, that's what y'all doing. Oh, y'all gonna run it back? Well, let me see who wins. Because I'm saying like he already beat everybody else. Like Joshua ain't beat Ortiz or Fury or something like that. What?
Expected to take place September at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Who was told September 7th or September 28th is a likely date for the heavyweight main event on Showtime. So if he running in September, they gonna run in November. Then he run.
They might run that bitch. They might run that bitch back faster for real.
But if they run that bitch back faster, it works in Wilder's favor. Because you know what I mean. Because you got the Fury contract signed, but you don't got a date, nor a time, and its conditions for a Fury rematch based on the Ortiz fight. You could, if you really want to, it'd be some dickhead shit to do, but it'd be better for his career. If Anthony Joshua get them belts back, you can finagle a Joshua fight. Or worse come to worse, if while you fighting, if they run it back fast while you fighting Ortiz, and then Joshua or the winner gets in the ring with Fury, and Fury gets the belts, that makes that Fury rematch even bigger.
I don't think Joshua will fight that nigga for real.
Fury?
I think he will. Joshua just worried about getting these belts back for real. That nigga lost.
No,
knocked down 4 times. For real.
But I'm saying if he get the belts back, that next fight for either whoever wins that fight for either of them could be Fury, while could get scheduled. You know what I'm saying? So Wilder could wait until Fury wins that fight, and then their rematch is an even bigger rematch. It could work out a few ways still in Wilder's favor.
I could understand. I see what you're saying for real.
Like it is,
Yeah,
it could still work out in Wilder's favor, yeah. Like
they never get Joshua.
He may.
Yo, at this point, yo, I don't want to see it anyway. Slick to be fighting this nigga for real. I think he's just going to murder him. I think he might kill his ass.
Beforehand,
that might be why he's not trying to fight you. Like, yo is trying to kill somebody. And when I think about it, it could be me. So these other niggas that locked me, and I made it. But him, he's hurting people, and I'm not ready to die.
Hey,
ready to die. Hey, yo,
so,
it's
no biggie.
Hey, yo, I don't think. Hey, yo, I just don't. I think he is the English of mankind. You supposed to. And can't nobody else reach the button.
Like ain't nobody even catching though.
If I say banging, then you banging, it's like, oh.
I don't know. See, I don't never. You know what I mean?
Get another one of them joints.
Yo, them shit slap, bro. What? Them shit's as good as a bitch.
Thank you.
They slap.
I thought I had 2 of them, yo.
Niggas can't say slap.
Yeah. Take on another one.
Haribos.
As good as a bitch.
Oh shit, more Haribos.
I mean, his bag look like it's getting low. Y'all doing?
Yo, these joints magnificent though.
But yeah, yo,
magnificent.
They got them at 7-Eleven around the way.
You are a barber, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Run this fade.
Have y'all talked about football at all in the last 3 weeks?
No, not at all.
I haven't.
Is it just me or is that shit die? Like I used to have a feeling around this time, like I wonder what's about to happen, and
there's so much happening.
There's a lot going on,
but it's like it seems like the general
world.
It seems like the general consensus about football is like niggas have not cared at all, and we normally don't have a dry spot in the football carrying during the year.
Nothing really happening. Nobody's
nigga. The Ravens might be signing Gerald McCoy.
So
that's tough.
No, nigga, that's tough.
They did let him.
I mean, he had to go look at other teams. He's going to make this decision this weekend. But
he might be going.
I think I'm the only person that knows that shit. It was Cleveland, Carolina, and us.
So I didn't completely not know.
But did you know about it?
Yo said I did not know.
Did you know about it from conversation?
No.
Or did you know about it because you got a notification on your iPhone? Exactly. It's not because it like in the ether. I'm talking about in the ether of people. It seems like after all that shit went on, football just don't hold that spot in nobody's life no more.
Because they don't fuck with niggas.
I think.
It's hard to find niggas be waiting for fucking preseason football.
Yeah, yo.
Niggas used to talk about football.
We need some intense
been tough though. And Drake been jumping around everywhere for real. It's kind of been the place to
waving
be.
his hand all in people's faces and shit.
Massaging coaches.
Nah.
Like he been tripping for real.
Yeah.
Like, do y'all think he wrong? Did we talk about that?
Yeah.
I think he's fucking wrong.
No.
I think he should get no type of trouble for that.
No.
Don't put your hands on the coach, bro.
No.
Yo,
Spike Lee ain't never just went and been like, yeah, my
Spike
nigga,
Lee ain't never.
what's up?
Spike Lee ain't never been on the team's payroll neither. Drake is on the team's payroll, yo. Like everybody got to understand that when Drake is doing all of this, it may look crazy, but the only reason it looks crazy is because he's of urban like culture. If it was anybody else that was on the team's payroll being hyped about their team, we probably wouldn't even notice it or talk about.
Nah, nigga. He kind of doing different shit that I've never seen before, yo.
I mean, the sideline celebration has really expanded in a whole.
Yeah.
Falling on the court while niggas is playing. You feel me? So it's like,
yeah.
long as niggas don't step on the court, you know.
It's crazy to
maybe not touching another team's coach. You feel me? I might be on real much. But outside of that, my nigga, like, yo, turn up. You motivating the team. You giving good energy. You're hot right now.
And you're on the payroll.
And you got a job.
Fuck you on the payroll. Fuck all that for real. Nigga Jay-Z, when Jay-Z was with the Nets, you ain't never see that. Like, Jay-Z shaking niggas' hands and shit.
Jay-Z was an owner. He was the payroll. He wasn't on the payroll.
He was like, he had like a 1/8 of an eighth.
It's still still a owner. It's still an owner. And Jay-Z was old, Joe.
You know what I'm saying? When
I said that.
go out, he get a piece of that. And he ain't doing nothing.
My bad. All right.
Nothing.
Like he was old. Like as Trey said, he was old, Joe. He was already up there. Like this is a young guy out there on the payroll of the team. Yo,
we shit's good as a bitch. All of them shits is good.
Yo, Haribo, what's up with the sponsorship?
We need the sponsorship.
We need the sponsorship. Cause that shit is in here every week.
Can I hear Styles, please? I get high.
Facts.
But yeah, yo. I feel like Drake doing what Drake doing and whatnot is it brings some livelihood to the league. Now, stay on basketball subject. They talking about having a mid-season tournament type thing possibly added in and a play-in to get into the playoffs.
A mid-season tournament?
A mid-season tourney.
For what?
To make basketball basically the idea behind it is try to make the season matter a little more.
So what teams will be in this tournament?
Yeah,
they're trying to put that idea together. You know how you have a cup and you know how you have like a cup in the middle of the soccer. It's going to be rewarded with something. It's either going to be like a playoff entry. Wow.
So now we just already playing for next year?
No, it's not playing for next year. Feel what I'm saying? You in the season.
Yeah.
You know, remember around where All-Star break is? You got like another playoff, kinda, where you have series games. Like it's like you might run a 7-game series with such in your division, and you end up coming out at top. It makes the season matter more because of what a lot of people are doing right now is saying that the basketball season is so long.
So how does it help me in the season of now?
How does it help you in the season of now? What do you mean?
Like, we get into this mid-season tournament.
You guarantee the spot for the playoff to get to the championship. Wow.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they talking about play-ins to get to the playoffs rather than
all that. We can still do the playoffs.
Hey, yo, I'm never coming without them again. We're gonna have some of them every time.
Yo, them shit's as good as a bitch.
But the play-ins to get to the playoffs make more sense to me too because the way that they have the playoff and the draft system right now is set up so that certain teams always going to be able to win or fail. Like if you're a middle of the pack team in the NBA, the likelihood of you winning the championship in the next decade is low because you either have to suck real bad to get the draft picks, or you have to already be at the top.
That's the process of the game. Golden State wasn't really doing it right now. Neither was Toronto. Neither was Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Like, really shit how it fucking is, yo. That shit sounds too confusing to start the middle of the season and have a fucking tournament.
Well, the middle of the season,
They sound crazy as shit.
they because the middle of the season nobody pays attention to now anyway.
I mean, they do it in college though. They be having a little Maui joint or what? What's it called? The NCAA. What's the little tournament they be having in the middle of the joint in college?
See, they were lit.
No, it's like it'd be like Hawaii.
It'd be a bunch of them, yo.
It's called a Maui tournament or something like
You
that.
talking about the Maui Invitational?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It'd be at the beginning of the season, but even in the middle of the season, and what are your conference games?
Like, but what if? All right, but what's the purpose of the Maui joint
in college? For basketball, it's kind of different. Well, that's like a preseason joint. Like it's like a preseason warm up. You don't never really get nothing from it. You just in it. But for football, think about it like football. When you get to your conference games, you're basically going to play in to get your conferences like conference championship or them what's the name games. That's you basically having a tournament in the middle of the season. Then
you basically saying, all right, they're gonna play a season for real, and then the conferences gonna have a tournament.
I think the way that they're going is for a schedule.
In order to get the seeding in the playoffs.
It's not going to be your in seeding. So let's say,
even if you was like,
Trey.
I don't know, man. That just sounds crazy.
Yo, let's say like
you crazy.
You playing through your season. Don't you know how kind of your games right now for your division and your conference is spread out? You'll have divisional, like I keep saying conference. I'm fucking y'all up. I'm saying the wrong word.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
The divisional games. You know how the Celtics, the Knicks, the Celtics, the Knicks, and the other teams in the same division.
Right.
Your divisional games right now over the 82 games are spread out. They're gonna try to do a consolidation for your divisional shit to make a tournament in the middle of the season.
Okay.
If you win that, you know if you win your division, you get into the playoffs.
Okay.
They're trying to like have a tournament to place in the middle of the season, so that people will stop doing the basketball started. I'm gonna watch it for a couple games, then I don't give a fuck till All-Star break, and I'll watch the All-Star stuff maybe.
So it's
and
just
then
guaranteed playoffs.
But that's going on with anything that's around the game. I felt anything that's not football. You feel like football is it's getting a little more spread out, but it's one day a week. You feel me? So of course it attract more attention for a full season. Talking about 82 games, baseball we're having 1 million fucking games. Like,
hey, don't do
he's gonna miss some games at some point.
Soccer has that tourney system, like that cup system shit, in the middle of their season. I think they're trying to like see things from other places that can try to make basketball not go the way.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about the soccer shit either.
I fucks with soccer.
I like
Manchester United.
I respect soccer. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck we doing.
I know when Liverpool or Manchester lose in the Liverpool-Manchester game, the soccer niggas just start turning shit over. I do know that. Like it's a riot every time.
I watch hockey. Hockey's pretty intense.
I mean, I can't watch a whole game of hockey at all.
It's like 6 brothers in the league.
Just show me the highlights when they.
You said it's like 6 brothers.
It
in the
is.
league.
It is.
That's a lot.
It really is a lot. Like,
hey, yo, one was on the cover of the
game.
And that is groundbreaking.
That's hard. It's really, and them niggas be fucking shit up too. Like, yo,
Lil Nas X has a deal with Wrangler. You know what I'm saying?
For real? Is that why people was boycotting Wranglers?
Finally, we're taking some shit back. They be stealing our shit forever. You feel me?
That's what it is.
So now we're gonna flip the script on the bitch ass niggas. You feel me?
That's what's
and we letting you niggas know. We bring this shit. You feel me? And now we come back for us out. And this the real reparations, motherfucker.
Facts. Y'all ever think we ever gonna get reparations?
No.
I see that coming. I don't know when.
Jewish people all had to become loyal. So
Okay.
Reparations.
All right, Cheech. This is how it's gonna go.
Yo,
You done heard them talk about the universal basic income shit, where everybody get a check anyway.
yeah.
They gonna build reparations
within that check.
But
they're gonna have to give us more. But then that's when everybody's gonna want to be black.
That's why they got to get them new licenses.
No, but
they're trying to attract niggas.
The universal basic income thing is like they know that all the
about to give us no money.
They give us stimulus packages.
They is whacking niggas daily. They is not trying to give us no money.
I think they are gonna give us some bread.
Fuck no.
It's gonna make it hard for us to get.
Fuck no.
They're not gonna make it hard for you to get.
No, that ain't
Cheater.
gonna happen.
They automating all the jobs. They're gonna have to find a way to actually have people to govern. They're going to give the money. Money don't mean nothing no way.
Then the purge is coming.
It's that shit not based off gold no more. It's just paper. It's some electrical shit in this paper. It's not based off gold no more. It's just going to be given to you.
Hey,
Yes.
yo, well look, they not about to give us no electrical currency or any other type form. Fuck that.
Shit coming.
Before we 50, it's going to be a universal basic income. It's going to be like everybody getting welfare. You don't see how this communism shit is like coming along? It's just our version of the communism shit is going to be universal basic income shit. Like,
yeah, so what does that mean exactly?
Universal basic income is basically everybody getting
everything because they're gonna give us money, and if without
welfare,
that's what it is. We're gonna be waiting on these niggas hand and foot to give us all money because it's gonna be no more jobs because the computer's gonna have all the jobs, and then that means if they give us a check, and they got full control over us because they can be like, nigga, we're shutting this money down. And then if you ain't got no job, and even if we get to the point where we ain't had jobs in a while and we used to this shit, then it'll be real fucked up. Them niggas be like, yeah, nigga, fuck your job. We ain't giving you no money.
And
yeah.
In the world that depressed, you need to be out of entertainment.
What you gonna be earning?
It's going
They might think like they did
in the beginning. The guy who had the original idea, I don't want to say he had the original idea, but the first person I ever heard break it down, actually, like to the point, was this nigga Andrew Yang who running for president, and he said even at a number of like $1,300 a month for everybody, starting like soon, right now, it would be fiscally possible for the government to do it if they cut back on some shit that they don't really ain't gonna need after they give you the money. So once I give everybody $1,300 a month, I don't have to pay Social Security because I'm giving you the money that's based on that. I don't got to give you welfare because it's based on that.
You don't got to get pension.
Yeah, all that other shit that we already pay gets thrown into that bucket. So that $1,300 a month, and then everybody else's stuff gets paid off.
So pretty much they just cashing everybody out.
You cashing everybody. It's basically
a bailout.
It is basically a money way to bail out the Social Security system that they already.
Everybody's not gonna be cool with just getting the same amount of money.
Don't nobody care if you cool with it. You think
it changes the caste system, it changes the social status, and it changes how it's going to fuck up our cost of living, but it's going to change how everybody looks at each other.
Niggas gonna find their way around that shit.
It might be, but you're not gonna be able to tell me that
they've been telling you.
We make the same motherfuckers. Like
they've been telling you for the last 15 years of our life that the Social Security system is failing. That's how they gonna bail out the Social Security system. They're gonna get rid of it by calling it universal basic income. It's gonna be for the amount of time that's how that shit is going away. They is setting us up for this shit, yo.
Oh, that sounds like some Black Mirror shit to me, for real.
It is.
Nigga, do you not see it happening?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, sounds like some Black Mirror shit, for real. Like, not all that shit from Black Mirror kind of happening a little bit, for real. You know, China do that social credit score shit, for real.
And you think it's not coming?
I don't think we're going.
What you need a 720?
Yo, they already
catch it. You don't say hi to somebody or something?
Nah, nigga, like they do. It's like stars, nigga. Like you gotta have a certain amount of stars. You might have a longer wait at the hospital.
I'm gonna find an article, Cheatham, but it's in Raleigh, North Carolina. They already catching people with cameras that nobody knows existed. Like
trust these fucking.
They small. It's the same way that China got their little cameras where they monitor the people. You can walk down the street and get your social credit score system. They got the same cameras in Raleigh, and they didn't solve like 2 crimes using those cameras, and then that was going to be like a fight to see whether in America that was like constitutionally
good. But it's just like the movie Eagle Eye, and I always said that shit was going to come true. With
All
Shia
that-
LaBeouf, all that shit's coming true.
All that shit kind of coming true a little bit for real. Like, hey yo, if
Will Smith, enemy of the state.
yeah, I was good. I was good.
Give the black man his credit, yo. That was Will Smith.
Will Smith, an enemy of the state.
It was and what Regina King had on the Chanel. You remember that? He said, "What you get that?"
Hey yo, didn't we just pull up some shit on there one day for real? Where she was like, the part where Regina King was in the kitchen, and she was talking about she was like, yeah, they already started invading our privacy and stuff like that. Like that's where we at today. Like,
yo,
that's kind of crazy.
They doing everything to get your information. Your information is more important than you are. The understanding of your demographic to these corporations is more important than you are. I can make more money based off of what I learned off of you, even if you don't buy nothing, to advertise the people like you.
Nah, I dig what you're saying.
So that's what everything is getting based off of. And when this shit start get automated and all the jobs go away, and then I don't really gotta have people like salesmen, which are going away now.
They scared of niggas like us.
Like
they scared of niggas like us, bro.
I always said, no matter what, that the car business wouldn't go nowhere because people always going to need to buy cars and always going to need a car salesman. And then
Drive Time.
And then Drive Time got car salesman, but Tesla came out.
Oh, word.
And Tesla don't really got car salesman. You order your shit online, and they got a nigga that be like, "Yeah, this the shit you bought."
That shit probably drives itself too.
And then shit. Where I ended up getting my whip from Carvana, from anywhere in America. Throw the bitch on the truck. The nigga tow truck driver come up to you, tell you sign the contract, and you done. It wasn't no salesman involved. Everything is damn near getting automated. So the tow truck driver bought me the car, and he made me sign the contract. But Tesla's creating automated trucks with no drivers.
Just come and drop you.
So at some point, that nigga's not going to exist. We gonna have to have universal basic.
Hey yo, nigga in the barbershop said,
I'm glad you brought up Tesla, bro.
He can get on his phone and then his car come to him.
He got a Tesla.
Yeah. That shit was nigga, you know how nigga, that's some demolition man shit. John Spartan shit.
Speaking of Tesla, remember when I was telling you about the
John Spartan, Miles Phoenix.
Remember when I was telling you about the tunnels?
Simon Phoenix. You keep giving me Miles.
Yo, I'm fucking it all up for real. All them niggas.
Remember we was telling you about the tunnels?
Yeah.
They put one into action.
Oh yeah.
They timed it. Nigga got there like 10 minutes earlier than his homeboy.
What?
Who was driving in the car on the highway.
What?
In the little underground tunnels that we were telling you about.
I mean, but where did they go?
I think it was like just down the street or some shit like that, or like around the corner.
This wasn't that impressive to me. Joe Rogan was on the show with Wiz Khalifa talking about this recently, and that wasn't that impressive to me. The car in general is fucking impressive though.
Yeah.
Like the car in general. So these niggas is trying to make a specific tunnel for your Tesla owners.
That's it.
Hey yo, that shit gonna sew shit up though. Everybody gonna want one. Cause I kind of want one now. I want one. Hey yo, I ain't a car nigga. I seen that shit and was like, wow.
Tesla's icy as a
I was like, yo, we live in the fucking future.
Yo,
like,
the Nissan GT. You know, I'm a car nigga.
Yeah.
The Nissan GTR came out. It was 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds.
I don't know nothing about all of them alphabets.
No. It's 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. It's a gas car. I'm like, yo, that's the fastest shit I ever seen. And then the fucking Tesla came out. No engine, gas, just none of that shit, just electricity. And it was like 0 to 60 in like 2.4.
Yo, that shit don't make no noise.
No noise.
Yo, that shit be quiet as a bitch. That shit pull off like, it be going. No noise. You don't like.
All you hear is tire.
You can creep up on the nigga with that shit.
All you hear is tire.
When you need some help.
Showing up. That should have been one of them right there. Hey, yo, can I get some more of them, yo?
Hey, but yeah, yo,
sir, I appreciate you.
Like that shit, Tesla, you're the future and you're weird. and I don't know if he really from like Earth or not.
He probably not. He definitely stolen files from Tesla.
Like, yo, weird, yo.
Oh, damn, my bad. I can't hate you.
Elon Musk is
He
like,
could be one of them aliens that came here.
yo, I don't know what yo is. Yo was made in the lab somewhere. His brain worked different, and he always end up having the right idea.
He's not really a genius either. Like, they don't call him a genius.
Well, they don't call him a genius, but nigga, I said let's make this shit electric, and then every car maker in the world is saying let's make this shit electric. So
he got that shit from fucking Nikola Tesla. The findings that he found and the teachings that he found is how he put all this shit together. He just figured out the same energy that Nikola Tesla generated from the actual earth, from minerals. You can put that shit in cars and just charge it up and have your car run even faster.
You do know that this nigga's foray into technology and all that shit.
That don't mean that he ain't take that shit from somebody else.
Happened. No, I'm saying
even Thomas Edison stole the light bulb.
Happened after.
Yeah, I heard.
He was already like had bread, yo. It's not like this nigga is like found Nikola Tesla shit and somehow just became a genius. The government had